Hey, what's going on, guys? Gulliver here. Uh, I wanted to make a video on Titan assaults because Titans are a very important thing in the game. I have made a huge amount of videos on the best setups, on the best ways to play, tips and tricks in general. Every single thing possible I have done. I have made a lot of videos with all the details possible. Uh, the pseudo triangle format that we had and the advantages of each Titan in comparison to the other. Uh, but now I think that I can definitely say that it's a okay Titan Assault right now. Titan Assault no is okay. It's a much more balanced Titan versus Titan right now. The most major the major thing right now is that I think that the thing that balances the thing the most is that we don't have the passive ability from the Nemesis Titan that blocks electric damage. That was ridiculous because it make the Fortress Maximus or the Scorponok a laugh. Like you simply ignore the Titan. Like you can guarantee that just with natural DPS it was going to be destroyed. It's an auto win, like with two or even three levels of difference before. But now we have a standard on the Titan abilities, on the Titan passives, for two-thirds of it. If you want to use the most offensive setup possible, you want to use these two red ones, which are the ones that increase 20% in melee DPS and also increase 10% in ability damage. If you want to have a more defensive setup with more, if you want your Titan to stay long on the battlefield, you want to use these that increases 30% of damage resistance for melee, and you want to use 30% damage resistant against the Titan abilities. So these two green ones are going to be the ones that like kind of save you the most, but these two ones are the ones that apply the most damage. So for Titan Assault, things change a little bit. I'm just playing with Nemesis right now. Nemesis was a little bit harder to do before because the 5-star say was very very strong and it has acid and the abilities have fire, so it would be like a little bit complicated to use with 100% accuracy. I had a little bit of success after I've upgraded my Nemesis to 21. So you had a little bit more of points of. You have to time better the abilities, where to use, because the passive abilities, the Titan attacks, they do more damage than your special abilities, the techniques of the Titans, and you want to time better what they do, and you want to time better to maximize all the abilities when they don't like tie it up. So I just tried a little bit before with the all the reds. This means that it has 10% ability damage and 20% what's the name? Melee DPS. But now I'm going to be full on defense with 20 and 30 on damage, 30 and 30 with damage resistance for melee and Titan abilities. I couldn't do the first Titan Assault. I'm going to do just the final one and just seeing if I'm able to win the Titan Assault like this. I think it is very plausible. I switched the second ability of Nemesis, which was the blue one, because now with the fire one does more damage. So I think that I would definitely recommend to use the fire one on both of the fire ones on Nemesis right now. The blue one and the other one that's like green are not the most optimal. So you just spawn in. You wait a little bit. This cloud to hit the guy. Then you go this. Then you go this. And you go this. And the cloud triggers again. You have to wait a little bit more for these. And if I remember correctly, there's another one before. Yeah, this one. The cloud again. Then you do this. Then you wait this one. Then this. Then the cloud again. Then this. So now on, it's a little bit more tied up. So I have just timed better the essays. So the cloud again. The reference is the cloud, to be honest. So you have to pay the most attention that you can for when the cloud triggers and wait the abilities to be timed up perfectly. Then you go this, the cloud again. You want it to trigger the most amount of times possible. Sorry for the noise. They have also decreased the Titan Assault for doing the last having just level 24 on the Titan Assault to make like the life of us easier a little bit. Then you go this. I'm not sure if I'm able to win this one. Maybe it's really tight right now. You have to complete this skill and this one. And if I time this very quick, oh no. Okay, so it's a little bit harder. I think that I kind of messed up. At 1 or 2 seconds I was waiting for an attack that wasn't coming, so I could like use the abilities, but you know what I mean. It's something close to this. It's pretty tight. You have the cloud. This ability as like a good reference from when it triggers the burning cloud. So it does this minimum amount of damage, and then it goes and you can time it well with the acid skill. Actually want to have both of these two. This is for 12. This is for 10 seconds, and this is for 6. The idea is that after the cloud, you go fall out instantly to improve the damage for 6 seconds of the fire. So that's one of the things that must have in mind. So you have these that applies 7 plus. Yeah, so this has more damage than this. And the blue skill right now, oh, it's really bad. Is that right? Each dealing. No, I'm not sure. Okay, I'm kind of confused right now because no, I think that definitely not. You definitely have more uses of the cloud with the acid, buffing his damage I just use the cloud for reference, to be honest, because it's easier to realize when we use it. You can use like the time itself, like the 12 seconds timing, to like kind of be easier to you. But it's another possibility. It's to 5K. This is with more 20%. It's true, almost true 200. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe if we just switch this out. Let's see how it is. I could be completely wrong about these, but maybe. Let's just see. My noise is not the best today. My nose, sorry. It's not the best today, sorry. So click on this rock. Bing. Bing. Go. Bing. Bing. Looks like it's triggering more times. But I'm not sure if if that's it. I'm not sure if it's doing more damage, if it's better right now. So you do one punch, and you go this, and you go this. Then you go this, then you go this ray thing after the punch. I'm not sure if it's tighter or if it's or if the gap is like closer right now. I think that I have the advantage a little bit in the HP. Maybe it's GG's, maybe. Okay, so very similar result. I'm not sure about what about it that I should be doing different or better. I believe that the damage resist against Titan abilities, these one is 100% undeniable important. But maybe the melee resistance is not that impactful, I guess. Because he had the punches like once or twice. I think this is more orientated to the. This is more orientated to the wars or PvP naturally, but not for Titan Assault. I think that 100% because the damage he have done was it's like 3 at maximum 4 punches. That's melee damage. I'm 100% sure that 10% ability damage, on the other hand, would maybe be improved and would maybe give me the win. On that, not sure. Like 100%, but like I think that the likelihood of that's like really bigger right now. I'm more convinced than yes than no. But for PvP, I think that this is very important to have both of the green ones. I think that the results on the glass gas and this other one on the blue one for Nemesis is like almost identical. Like in terms of damage itself, they have basically done the same amount of damage as passives. To be really honest, I'm not even. Maybe the matches could have like take a little bit longer, like a couple seconds or so. But to be really honest, I'm not really sure. Uh, I I don't know. But one thing I wanted to say is that, to be really honest, there's no comparison to Titan right now. That's like a huge discrepancy. What I really believe that what's going to be the really important thing is the Titan active Titan base effect. That's going to be the one that's the relevant thing. Missile launchers and fire defensive cores. So for the mortars and for the there's the power core, fire DP, fire core, incendiary something for the these. So it's going to be doing a third, 30% more damage. So that's kind of nice. But what really matters right now, I believe, is that combiners do 30% more fire DPS and fire ability damage. So for in terms of PvP and wars, this means that Predaking is better. To be honest, just in a quick resume, um, I'm not really sure if it catches up on fire ability damage of the bots. I think not. It's just the combiners and outpost on defense. So if you use T2 max yet, I think that for defense, it's on defense. I think that the passives having a reduced in the cooldowns uh, kind of make the bot better, because the difference between these skills, the skill is very much tied up, because you have more amount of damage being done to the bots, to the opponent's bots, but you have a less bots being hit by the ability. So if the situation is a little bit more critic with with the HP of the bots, they are going to be like triggered more on the. They are going to be like more on pressure, and to be really honest, I think that I might change this spot on this thing to like something here. To be honest, there's no gun Neptune anymore, so I think that there's no need for that. I think that this might even increase my win ratios on the defense, to be honest, because it's likely better right now, and this is to be like a more offensive thing. So like this applies more pressure, this triggers faster, and make the guy needs to waste a little bit more of the abilities, makes he have to waste stuff faster, make he manage his resources a little bit worse, so it can help these to become a little bit more impactful, on theory at least. So yeah, keep the Titans talking. Scarpknock has always been good with the shock towers damage being increased. I always like kind of realized, because I always used Nemesis against the Scarpinock, and I was like, okay, I can simply ignore this Titan, but need to be more aware with the shock towers. But I don't remember exactly how much it was the descriptions from Ruination God Neptune. I remember that there is one or two abilities that were saying specifically electric damage. I'm not sure if it was on God Splitter or if it was this, but I remember that it was at least two. So it's definitely something to have changed here. And now the bots that have electric damage, they're not that impactful. So as I remember, there was, where is the other one? These had electric damage somewhere, right? Yes, this one has it, so it's kind of good. And this one as well. Oops. This is the hack. The hack has electric damage as well. This is electric. This is cryo. So true cryos, true electric. So just to think about a combo, to be honest, if you use Nemesis, like I always think like stuff in conjunction more than pieces themselves alone. So to maximize stuff, you could go these here and put Omnifire to have the fire damage resistance. With these, is going to be really immune to fire, to be honest. Keep these on the field to have fire damage. Place 4 of these because they have going to have ridiculous amount of damage, to be honest. And if you want to maximize a base with these guy, 100% place Chromia because it has electric damage yet, if I remember. On the attacks, no, DSA. Where's Chromia? Yeah, it has electric damage. Be aware that if you want to use, I'm not sure how good it is. The next, the 5-star ability of with the cryo stuff and the ability, but be aware that this has electric damage and it takes 15 seconds. So this is going to be boosted by the Scarpinock, Fortress Maximus, and everything. And I think that the guy that has like the last amount of advantages is this one. Because to be honest, these rejuvenate's not the best. These is kind of useful, but like I think that you want to use more the abilities of damage resistance and damage increase to like kind of have the best gap against the enemy Titan than to use natural abilities, because you want to use the Titan technique on the battlefield more often than not. So I think that because this has kind of the worst activate Titan base effect, I'm trying to click this. Thank you. Being lasers, laser gunners, and the point defense being those have applied 30% extra damage. So for the beam lasers, that's kind of nice. That's honestly the best defense that gets that gets the boost in damage than all the others, because there's four mortars that receive the boost from the incendiary power core for the Nemesis, but the range on them it's kind of slower. The range on them is kind of smaller, and the fire I think that's kind of slower how it shoots, so you have to consider that. And there's the missile launchers on the other one, but the missile launchers there's only 3 of them. There's not 4, so it's better these. So it's better. I would rather have 4 lasers with the damage boost than 3 missile launchers with damage boost. But in conjunction, that's what I mean all the time. Analyzing this is the thing, in conjunction. The laser guns, you can basically ignore. They're the worst defense in the game. Has micro range. I don't believe. I played this game for 2 years basically since middle 2023, and I can't believe they haven't managed to do something for the lasers yet. It's like basically more than 10 years that this game has been out, and it's still the worst thing in the game. So, or at least like give like a huge HP boost. Be like, at least you want to use like Micronos on it and don't insta get destroyed or whatever. I don't know. So having beams, laser guns, the point defense beam, it's not the most notorious one. It's point defense beam. I don't have these one maxed out. It's these one. At level 1. No, it's DMP defense beam, sorry. That. Do I have the other one? Sadly, point defense beam. I don't have the other one. But the one that I think that applies the most damage, for sure, is the EMP defense beam, which also receives a boost on with Scorpionox, so it's really good. It's 3k 100 plus the 30%, so just a guarantee, right? EMP and shock towers. So yeah, they increase a lot of the HP or DPS on these defenses, so that's kind of good. But in conjunction, the better defenses that have the better boost, I think it is from the Nemesis Titan, because the fire core, I'm not even considering the fire defensive, defensive core on the HQ. I'm just considering on the mortars and in the missile launchers. So that's 7 defenses that have 30% of damage boost. So that's really good. And T2 Max, that's the best defensive option. That's a decent, very decent defensive option. I think it's still the best one. With the damage boost is even crazier right now. I think that in general, these conjunctions of things, and for my game style, obviously T2 Max with the fire, so Predaking with the fire, that's just a coincidence to be honest, but for PvP, for wars, I think that most of people are going to be using Predaking as a kind of a 75% proportion in scale that what God Neptune was before. So I think that this Titan has the better boosts in general. I think that the better individual boost on Titan activated base is the beam lasers. I'm not sure how it's going to be the ability beam damage increase on the combiners. It's a weird description. It was before, and it's not even 100% clarified yet. Not sure how the other ones have like beam abilities. But from the main combiners, the ones that I have used the most, I think that this one is going to be the best one. So, but now it's not hands down. You have to analyze your team, your binder, your defenses, your cores available. You have to analyze a lot of things to reach to a conclusion. So, for a little bit of conveniency to my game style, to my analysis, to my bots, to my preference, to all my things, it's still Nemesis the best thing to me, yes. But for you, it's going to vary a lot, a lot. If you're going to like, if you don't rather anymore like Galvatronus to be used, if you don't want like, for example, for Leo Kaiser to be used on defense, you think there's no God Neptune anymore, Predator King's not going to destroy instantly my HQ, he's going to be doing a decent damage on my base, but it's not going to destroy my HQ, so I don't have to worry that much with it. I can just use Galvatronus and use Leo Kaiser on offense instead of on defense. So I'm going to use Scorponok to boost his electric damage up, and I'm going to use the EMP thing to boost his damage with the HQ core, with the EMP thing. You can definitely say that's a very, very decent setup. Like, these minimum pieces that you have just adjusted, they can do a lot of things by themselves, you know? I think that you can definitely say that these little pieces are going to be really, really helpful to you. Really, really helpful. So, yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. If you want to give my guys some tips and tricks or advices or topics that you want me to talk, I'm going to definitely do something about combiners and power cores that have changed. So feel free to leave a comment, and I'm gladly going to make more videos for you guys in these days. Thanks so much for watching. Galaver out.